สวัสดีค่ะ everyone. In this video I'm gonna show you how to carve peacock from green papaya. Because peacock takes so much time, so I kinda jump ahead and create already some part to make it the video go faster. So right now I'm working on the wing section here. After you shape the wing into this form here, like the one in the video, then you start carving a feather, a short feather or similar to fish scale by using the U-shape tool to get the feather here in process. So you're gonna carve about 4 rows of this feather, 3 or 4 rows, and then you trim it out and get a longer feather, a little longer, and then start layering by carving using the tool. If you don't have tool, then you have to use your handicraft hand to do by carving by knife. Is gonna have a little different effect on it, but it works. This will keep the process go a little faster if you may choose to use the tool here, but you have to have a tool to do this. Each section that you carve the feather or area, you need to trim or smooth out the section before you step on the next section. So what I have done here, I start carving a longer feather by dragging the tool. The tool here, I ordered it from Vietnam by a friend of mine coming over, and I told her to buy me the tool back with her. But you can order it online. If you don't have that tool, go back using your U-shape tool that I just did at the beginning of video. Continue carving and trimming until you satisfy with the look of the wing section here, and be sure to take a good trim so the feather is show up better on the peacock here. Okay, after the trimming, you're going to cut down the rest of the papaya that is hanging by the feather here, so only the feather part that's showing. Now let's put our headdress on the peacock. I'm cutting a hole into the top of the head and then carve the headdress any shape or form you like, even color. You can use carrot, whatever. I use the skin of the papaya and then glue it on the top of the peacock head there. So this is what look like. The body also use the tool to get the scale or feather from the neck down here, and then continue down to the bottom of the papaya, and that section you're gonna start using the tool and shape into a longer feather. So when you add the tail on, the pieces will tuck under those feathers there. So be sure you carving a good selection or a good piece that it help you hide the connections of the wing and the tail of the peacock there. I'm not gonna carve it all to the end. I'm carved to where the green is, and then when you put the tail on, that's gonna be the part where the tail is hold on to it, so you don't need to carve it all the way to the end of the papaya. And again, be sure to trim the underneath of the feather that you carve, the slice piece, so that they stand up better after you finish it. Now let's working on the peacock tail. I use the skin part of the papaya here to give our peacock different color effect on the tail. So you have green, white, and then I use carrot for the orange tail here. So what you need, you use the tool here. If you don't have, again, use the knife to cut the section out, but the effect gotta be different. It's gotta be sharper, not a U-shaped point at the end of each piece there. So design your own, and then do what you have. You don't have to, don't worry about just different effect. So you carve it on the side here and leave the center a gap so they attach to a long strip on both sides, and easily peel the area that you are not using it. So you lap out with the spider section that is cut into a shredded, mimic the peacock tail there. You see, you need actually the larger one is about 20 some pieces up. I don't know, I didn't count mine. So you're gonna need a lot of pieces to create for the peacock tail there. Now let's put our peacock together. I use the follow foam and put in a container and insert with the wooden skew, and put it on the follow foam there. And I have carved some papaya flower. Now let's put our tail together. I add the pieces into a bundle by gluing it, and then insert with toothpick or skew, and then insert it on the foam and let the longer piece hang out, and then you keep adding until eventually you get to on top of the body of the peacock. You see there, I tuck under the feather on the body there, so it doesn't show the piece is kind of hang up there, so it's like smooth and be one part. Now I'm adding the papaya flower and then the carrot flower that I carved on the bouquet to add interesting centerpiece there, instead of just the peacock hanging around. And the leaf, I just went into my garden and just cut some of the leaf that I have around the house there and add to this bouquet. You see that carrot and white, orange and green are a good combination for this bird, but actually you should. I have a clip that I only decorate the white at the end, so keep watching this video. This is the finished product here. What do you think? It's beautiful. it's not the perfect tail because I'm still struggle with the tool. I'm not get using this tool yet, but I'm trying to mimic as much as possible as I can. This is the white one. You see it's different, but the same peacock. I just change the tail part without adding the green and the carrot and the flower. I give it a little color, food color into it to give this piece of